Okay guys, okay, the sports trading UK, it's not particularly a new strategy. Well, it is, it's one I'm working on, but a few of you asked me about scalping the 0-0 early on. As you can see, I'm going to do Aberdeen Burnley. It's not a great deal of money at market. I actually stuck £100 in there earlier on. We're about 3 hours away from kick-off. Okay, why? Okay, if you go to oddsportal.com, find the game. If you click on next matches, you'll find the game that you want in there. Then you want to look for the 0-0, which is there. And you've got all your bookies here and whatever, telling you what prices are available or what the best prices have been and then how they've moved. As you can see, we've got a lot of red ones there. It's quite high with whoever they are. I've heard of them, or that one. Anyway, what you want to do is get a rough idea of which way you think it's going to move. If you want to do an odds alert, you can do, which I did. I set it up for, I wanted 8 points, whatever I were on there, 8.2. Just click on that, put your price in there. That's probably what I were after, 8.24. Yeah, well, I mean, because it's already in there, and then just notification, it'll send it to your email. Anyway, so when it got to that price where I thought it was not going to go much higher, that's when I stuck the money in. It's not all got matched yet. We've got the £79 of it matched. For this particular trade I'm doing, I actually only need around that. I only need 2 ticks, but one will be fine. If I can get me 100, it'd be even better. Okay, and what I've also done is I've laid, I can't get it, computer's running a bit slow today, the under 2.5 goals for £25. This is a small stake trade. Not risk free, but getting that 0-0 helps. And that's all I've done at the moment on here. I'll just get my bookmaker stuff up. Okay, earlier on I dutched the draw, home, draw away, and under 2.5. As you can see, £8 in total. So if we get a draw and home win, or a draw and away wins, then we end up with £34, 70, whatever, roughly £34. So you're thinking, what's my thinking here? Okay, this is an experiment, so you're going to have to bear with me, but that gives you a good idea on how to do the 0-0 pre-match. As I said, it's 3 hours 10 minutes to kick off at the moment. But I put that on in probably about, crikey, half an hour ago, something like that. Right, so this is, at the moment, it's called the 2-halfer. So we've done a straight bet on 10 bets, which I've just shown you. So my total dutched is £8 with roughly £34. We lay the under 2.5 with £25. I can find that again. There we go. So we've got a £13.25 risk. So I think you can probably already gather where I'm coming from. Right, the possible downside is, as always, is the 0-0, which most trades would be, unless you can get that 0-0 covered, which I'm trying to do. So with the 0-0, we'd have a total loss of £21.25. That includes the bets I've put on at the bookmakers at 10 bet. Okay, other risk is 1-1 at full time if both goals are scored in second half and the second one is late on. Remember, we've got a draw half time, home win, and then away win, giving us that profit. Okay. The 1-0 and 0-1 half time, if late on in the first half, may not cover the 2.5 lay, but will be green. Right, how do we play it in play? Right, basically let it run. If you want to just let it run. An early goal, then green the 2.5 to cover the £7.50 that we've used in the bookmakers. we might get we would get a profit as well if there were a goal pretty early. Or you can leave it to run, that's a personal choice. Right, if it's one apiece first half, it's good either way. If we green the 2.5, we have the draw in the first and second, home away still in play, second half for a free shot. 2-0, 0-2 at half time. It should be covered, but no second half to trade, because 2-0s and 0-2. If you left the under 2.5 in play, then we'd obviously have a bigger green. If not, you've already greened it and covered the bet we put on the bookmakers in play options. Okay, we've identified the risk, which is 0-0 or the 1-1 with a late goal. So how do we get cover? We can scalp the 1.5. Really only need to cover the bet we've put on at the bookmakers. You could try and cover the 2.5 as well if you want to be a bit more greedier. The danger is getting caught, and it's not too much of a disaster as we've got the 2.5 laying there, haven't we? So as long as you scalp him with smallish stakes, then it's not going to make much difference. We can back in play the 1-1, especially if at half time it's 0-0. That covers us for second half if we get the 1 apiece. 2 apiece don't matter. We'd lose the £7.50, but we'd have the 2.5 up if you're letting it run. Basically, you've got loads of options on it. Pretty much scalp the 0-0, blah blah, which I've just been showing you how to do. It should easily be done. You're only using small stakes, and you're not. If you use the 100 like I've just used, then you should cover it quite easily. There are other options, which I probably will show in this video, hopefully. Let's see how we go. Okay, excuse the fan in the background, but it's bloody hot. As you can see, it's coming down now, so if I dropped it in there we'll get £31.94 on the 0-0, but we're still 2 hours 40 minutes away from kick-off. Okay guys, I managed to get matched there. I'd already put the 80 or 79, whatever it was in there. I've just put the 20 in there. I'm just going to see how we go for now. Let me just see. We've still got an hour and a half to kick off yet, plenty of time. If we went back in with nets, quite happy to go in there. Could put it all in there, but we'll see what we can get, because I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to drop before kick off. Right, just an update. We're 1 hour and 9 minutes away. It's starting to come my way. Hopefully we'll get that matched. And just as I speak, we've got his first 20 match, so we could put 80 back in there, and we'd have we can't because there's not enough in there, but we're starting to get matched down here as well. Let's see how we go. Okay guys, there we go. And what we've got, 48 minutes to kick off, and we've managed to get £56. It's probably because I did the net that we've ended up with 4p there. Don't worry about that. So that covers basically everything. If it ended up 0-0, hopefully it's not going to do. But that's how you do it. You want me to go through it again, just in case. So you get your odds portal up. You go to the next matches. In fact, I'll do it from the start, and then you can see how you can find your things. Okay, as you can see, I'm joined. It's free, so I'm logged in there. Right, so click next matches, and we should be able to find it. 1945, I think it is, something like that. What I want to do is click on soccer first. Sorry. Okay, so look, 1945 is kick-off. There we go. Aberdeen and Scotland, and Burnley of England. Okay, so you're thinking, well, where do I get my scores from? You go over here to more bets, correct score. Let that load up. Come right down and you'll find 0-0 somewhere stupid. I can't remember where it is exactly, but it's in a stupid place. There we go. Just click on compare odds. And there you go, it's still going down in most places, and that's how you do it. As I say, if you want to set up the alerts, you can do it at the bottom. And that's it. Hopefully that'll help you on the 0-0 pre-match. Just an afterthought on that. I can take a £7 profit now, which more or less covers the bet I had on 10 bet. So I could green that up, and it basically gives me a free shot on the well, it's not a free shot, a pound it cost me instead of £8 on the half-time home, draw at home, draw away. Gives you an idea, and we'll see how we go with this experiment I'm doing. Okay guys, we're 16 minutes into the game. Nothing's happening. I'm not doing any scalping. I'm just going to try and play this as a straight up. I'm going to keep my eye on the one apiece. Obviously if it gets to 0-0 at half time, we've lost £13.25, but we've got the half time home, half time
market away. Suspended.
Well there we are. We might even have a goal. Just 1 second. Okay, honestly don't know score because I've got wrong match on here. I've got the Rangers match on. Okay, we can take the. I'm just waiting for it to settle. £5. Remember, we've got £7, £8 on at the bookies. So we could leave that one. Obviously, we've got nothing to come from that 0-0. Sadly, we're on a phone call. Otherwise, what I probably would have done is, if I remember rightly, it were about £11. I could have greened that up for, but never mind. You've just got to remember we've got that draw half time we're looking for. So we can take that, or we can start looking at the correct score market, and let's see who scored. Aberdeen, obviously. Okay, so it's 1-0 to Aberdeen. We could try and scalp this, or we hope that Burnley come back and get it to 1 apiece before half time, which would be good for the 2.5 goals. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it run, because this is a bit of an experiment, playing with other markets. Lost my track a bit because I've been on that phone call, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Okay, missed a bit of a trick here, but what I should have done is actually, this should have been way down here somewhere. Laid the over 1.5 goals, got a bit of profit. I'm not going to scalp it at the moment. That's for a later day. I'm just going to let this run and see how we turn out. But yeah, we could have. Let's have a look. Very little risk, and we could have got a nice bit of green on there to just cover what we need to cover in. The worst case scenario at the moment is if it actually finishes as it is, but we shall see. If you notice, we're still in green on that. It's not moved that much. We're 30 minutes into the first half. Ideally, Burnley to score now would be fantastic. Right, we're on 34 minutes. It's still 1-0, I think. I mean, I would normally do this on a game I was watching, but I couldn't find a stream for it. Just a recap. Remember, we've got £8 on at Bookies. We could have collected 6 on this, 5 something I think it was. So your total risk would have been £2 something. So you can let this run or take it. I'm letting this run. I'm hoping that Burnley are going to score again. Let's score first. So yeah, I'll get it right in a minute. To make it 1 apiece. Got 10-12 minutes left to do that in the first half. If they don't, then it's options on what you do. We could get rid of this, so when that gets down into a red or just before a red, so your total loss would be your Dutch that you've done on Bookies, which would be £8, so that's not too bad. Obviously we've still got this 13.25. We're not in danger at the moment. Another goal, and obviously we'll get some profit out of it. Or we could do some scalping in the second half, though. I'll see what happens and see which way we're going to do it. Now it's more or less half time, so I could get out with a 33p loss on there. we'd already lost the £8, but it's not what I want to do. But there is ways of adapting this. I just want to see how it plays out. Obviously I don't even know if half time whistle's done yet. So what I want to be doing is, you can just let this run and play the over 2.5 goals, or we could switch this over to the unders or whatever. But I'll look at some markets and see what we can do in the second half. You've got to remember this is just a test, but it's just an idea I have, and I think there's some legs in it somewhere. Okay, what I'll do is, for the sake of this one anyway, it's only a training one, so if this gets any lower, 125, I'll take my risk up. Play the under 2.5s again. What we're on, about 55 minutes, something like that. So if it gets 60 minutes, and if that gets matched, we should get a profit if there's a goal. Remember, we've only got £8 to recover. We're not after the astronomical amounts. So I'm risking 1950 there. See how we go anyway. You've also got to remember we can still get out with just another £3, so £11 would be the loss if you got out now. It's a shame I'm not watching much, but I can't get a live stream apparently there isn't one. And if I'd have done what I said, what I thought earlier, we'd have had some nice green on there now. So one goal would give us some profit. Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to finish 1-0. This is a bit of a mare, but that's how it goes. But there's plenty of things I could have done. Just got waylaid a bit and lost a bit of interest in it, which is a bit annoying, but that's how it goes. Okay, unless there's a goal, I don't know. There can't be long left. I'm going to lose the 1950 plus the £8 at the bookies. 27.50. Let's hope springs eternal. We might get a goal yet. Aha, there we go. Hope does spring eternal. We might even get a bit of profit out of this. We won't get greedy. Should get matched there. Maybe not. Must be really late in game. Okay, we got matched. So we did end up with £2 profit on there anyway, so it reduces us loss. I'll go through it in a minute. So even with the late goal, we didn't come out too bad really. We're still on a loss. Get £2 profit from this, but we've lost 8 on the bookies, so £6 is worth the risk, because I'm sure with a bit of messing about I can make this a lot better, which I will do. Anyway, bit of a boring video, and at least you got how to do the pre-match scalping, and you can see the birth of a system.